Okay, so it took me like 15 years to read this book. No, but literally, I finished it in like 6 days. This, The Mark of Athena by Riordan. So here's the spine, here's the back, and it's 579 pages or something like that. I needed like a palette cleanser, and I felt like this one cleansed it really well for my books. I love Percy Jackson, and I love the book series, and I read The Lost Hero, which is the first book in this series, back in 2010. In 2010. So I read that in 2010, and then in 2011 I read The Son of Neptune when it came out. And then I don't know why, but I stopped reading it after this one. I don't remember if I read this one or not. I think I did. Now that I finished reading the whole thing in 6 days, I think I did finish reading the book, but I like don't remember it at all. So now it makes me want to read The Son of Neptune again. I don't really care to read The Lost Hero, but The Son of Neptune again, because I love Percy, and then just like the cover is so pretty for The Son of Neptune. It's my favorite out of probably all the Percy Jackson books, I think. And then this one was just like so good. I forgot how good they were. And even though I don't like third person, this type of third person wasn't too bad. You kind of got used to it. I really wish it was first person, but now that I know that the new series, the series that comes after this one, the new Percy Jackson and the Olympians one, I forgot what it's called, what that series is called, the new one, the one that just came out like 2 years ago. That one's in first person again with Percy, so I can't wait to read those. And then I also saw at Target that there's a Nico D'Angelo spin-off series. The Sun and the Stars, the first one, and then I forgot what the other one's called, The Court of Evil, The Court of the Dead, something like that. I think it's so good. I thought this was amazing. It was so interesting because I just saw Tron last night, and then as I'm reading this, like, Athena was one of the characters in the Tron movie, obviously because it's called Tron Ares. But then also, literally like the third day that I was reading this, third or second day, I was watching a podcast like I always listen to in the mornings, and they were talking about how Minerva, which is Athena's Roman form, is like in one of the government buildings or something like that, like on top of it. And so I was like, why is everything like correlating all of a sudden? What else? I don't know what to say about this book other than it was so epic and so fun. Talk about a hero's journey. Not a hero's journey, but like 7 heroes' journeys. Well, more like 6. Well, I already lost count of who's who. Because there's Percy, Annabeth, Jason, Piper, Leo, Hazel, and then Nico. Oh, and then the one that's missing is Frank. So there's 8 of them, really. Yeah, there's 8 of them, plus the coach, which the coach is funny. I don't know what to say, other than it was so good. There's fighting with Shrimpzillas and Arachne, giant spider, and then there's fights with the 2 giants, and that's towards the very end. That's like the grand finale. There's fighting with Hercules, which his Roman name is Heracles. I know it's not Heracles, it's Heracles, I'm pretty sure. And then who else do they fight? They fight like so many. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. And I already purchased the 4th book, The House of Hades, so I can't wait to read that. But first, I'm gonna read My Dark Vanessa, I think, just to have like a little, what do they call it? Like a little break between the books. And then I'll get to The House of Hades, but I'm really excited to read House of Hades. I cannot believe I read this much in like 6 days, honestly. I was like non-stop reading, like whenever I had free time that I was not on my phone, I was like reading this. And I'm honestly like super excited for the next one because they're gonna be in Tartarus, and then they're gonna be the heroes that remained are gonna try to close the doors of death on the earth plane. Well, basically like above ground is what I mean. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Because then after I finish book 4, because this is book 3, once I finish book 4 and then I get to book 5, then I get to read the new Percy Jackson series. But let me know in the comments, should I read the Nico D'Angelo stories first after I finish this series, or do I have to read the new Percy Jackson series first, or do they go in tandem? I don't know. But if you like Greek and Roman mythologies, and you like that kind of like history and a fictional adventure twist, I would classify this book as children's adventure. But there's nothing like cringy like children about this series. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not really like a children's book, but like it is. But it doesn't feel like you're reading a children's book. It feels like anyone in any age can read this, which is kind of a skill, I think. So that's why Rick Riordan is one of the best. I really think he's one of the best authors out there. I remember when I was a kid and I was reading a lot, I thought he was one of the best. And he still is, honestly, even after all the books I've read so far in my life, which I've read a million. I still think he's one of the top best. So my review is that it's freaking amazing. And if you want to know a little spoiler, with the cover, this is Jason and this is Percy. They don't really fight, like they kind of slightly do. But spoiler alert, if you want to know the spoiler, it's because they're possessed by eidolons. So they're like spirits that like possess you. They turn like your eyes gold. And yeah, and then the owl represents the mark of Athena. That's literally what the book is. And you know, some people on Twitter were saying, like, because I went on the hashtag, because I posted a quote about this on the hashtag, people like, why is Annabeth not on the cover? Like, it's literally her book. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, this should not be the cover, but I can see why it would be an eye-catching cover to have Jason and Percy on the cover. But it's really just Annabeth's book. It's like Nico's and Annabeth's book in a way, but it's also about everybody else. Like, oh, and Aphrodite, like they have a tea party with Aphrodite, kind of a tea party. Yeah, I just thought it was so good, like amazing. I can't wait to read the next one. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Like, the book was so good. I don't want to really like talk about what happened, because I just feel like you need to read it to find out for yourself. It's such a journey, it's such an adventure, and it's so worth it. So I recommend you read it.